A surprising decision to take to the field. Conditions feel like there won't be a lot on offer for the bowlers, and the opening batters will want to capitalise on what seems a bad call.
Players look ready, the umpires are in position for the first ball. The bowlers will want to focus on their line and lengths and let the ball do the rest.
Yes.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good runs, good shot, first ball of the innings.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Waiting.
Straight to the fielder.
Just threw the shot too early.
Yeah.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Sharma gets off the mark. Head shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Over. The Sunrisers are none for 3. Going with spin now.
Yeah.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Yep.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep.
Yep. Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple. An economical over comes to an end. You get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Yes.
Into the gap. Nice shot. A couple on offer here.
Yeah.
Pick that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
The delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away though, and what a lovely shot to get the boundary.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep, yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. Big appeal.
Yep, yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here. Strong appeal. Edged it.
A little late on that. No run scored.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Great shot. Placement exquisite.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4. That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Good return there, back from the deep.
12 runs added there. The Sunrisers are none for 33.
Yeah.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yep.
Super shot that.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Yep, yep.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep, yep.
Edged. Unplayable.
Good return, back from the deep.
End of the over. 11 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers are none for 44.
Yeah. Wait.
Sharma will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Edge. What a ball. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Out.
Yeah!
What a catch.
A good innings, weathered some good bowling and scored freely when given the opportunity, but couldn't keep it going and will head back disappointed.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
pierce the gap and gets their first runs.
Over ends. So too does the power play. Change is coming in the field.
Some adjustments to the field.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Huge appeal.
Yes.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Head has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Catch it.
Out! Caught!
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yes.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Waiting.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Thick edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Marsh, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep. Yeah.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yeah. Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly. Eight runs added there. The Sunrisers are 2 for 74. Ahmed into the attack now from the north end.
Yes. Yep.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep. Yeah.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Right on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Right.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
End of the over. 8 off it. The Sunrisers are 2 for 82.
Right. Yep. Wait.
Gone! Played all around it.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Chance to run 2.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Right on. Yep.
4 runs added in that over. The Sunrisers are 3 for 86. Ahmed from the north end.
Right. Right.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Big shout.
Yeah.
And that brings up 50 runs for this batsman.
They looked busy from the first ball they faced. 50 up in good time too.
Yeah.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Really playing all their shots. That over, really expensive. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yes.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Yeah.
Perfect technique and placement.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here. That's the over. The Sunrisers are 3 for 108.
3 for 108.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer. Perfectly timed. Khan did very nicely out there on the boundary.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Yes, bowler.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Hold on. Right on.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Head shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Added in the over. The Sunrisers are 3 for 114. Couldn't have played that any better.
That just drifted down leg side. Picked up really early and just flicked that off the pads. It raced away, nothing the fielders could do.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
Good shot, a beauty. Drives and misses everything.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1. End of the over, 10 off it. The Sunrisers are 3 for... $124.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
Yes.
Super shot.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary. The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yeah.
Got that away nicely.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Yep, yep.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yeah.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep, yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Had to clear the front leg in order to get under the ball and did brilliantly to hit it straight back over the bowler's head.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yep.
$20 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 3 for 144.
A few moves made in the field.
Yep, yep.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Loud appeal. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Good return, back from the deep.
Yep, yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yes.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
End of the over. The Sunrisers are 3 for 149.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. It's too easy just to glance the ball off the pads and take the easy runs.
Edged. Unplayable.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Good work there on the boundary.
Yep. Yes, keeper.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
Wait. Yep.
Decisive running might have gotten them too. You look at that and I'd say they would have made it easily. Poor running in the end.
5 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 3 for 154. Power and precision in that shot.
Up it.
Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
Yes.
Massive edge. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yeah.
Huge edge.
Takes them into the 90s, and they may well be looking to get to 3 figures in 2 balls the way they're going.
Yep.
Great shot. A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Wait.
Out. Good catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Yeah.
Edge. What a ball. Loud shout.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yes.
Nice shot.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Misses everything.
Deceived by the drift, beaten by the spin. It's as simple as that, really.
Right there.
Straight to the fielder.
Just threw the shot too early.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs. And that's the end of the innings. The Sunrisers have set a target of 167 runs. There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Very nice running there, nothing too fancy, just good solid running to get things started. I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yeah.
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Keeper.
4 overthrows. The throw was unnecessary and, as it turns out, pretty costly.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Bowler.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. Cummins, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Yeah.
Right out of the middle.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Middle that one, great timing.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff. I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you've still got to hit them. Majestic batting.
Yep. Yeah.
Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
Marsh won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Picks the gap perfectly. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
A real beauty, just times it so well.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Found the middle of the bat, great timing, lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Really good shot there.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing. Into the gap. Nice shot.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Bowler is confident on this one. Out! Simple catch, and the keeper makes no mistake.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Super shot.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yes.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
That shot sees them getting their innings started.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
That was good, patient batting. Just waited for it and guided it easily down to third.
Yep.
They'll push hard. Should get back for 2.
Bowler.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous. Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat though.
That's off the middle of the bat.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there and you get what you deserve.
We've reached the end of the fielding restrictions. There'll be changes to the field, I imagine. The captain can push this field a bit deeper now. 3 more players able to go outside the circle.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single. Chance to run 2.
Keeper.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here.
Yes.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
There'll be runs here. super piece of timing.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Yes.
That is a gorgeous shot, straight through the covers.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
End of the over, a good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end.
Oh, well, that's a tight call. Didn't look to be that wide. Appeared to be well within the limits, and the umpire's called a wide.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Chance!
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Fall through the offside. Easy as you like.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. Beautiful slower ball, no contact at all. That was just too good. Another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Massive edge.
Well, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. Edged. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Deceived by the slower one.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yes.
A couple on offer here.
Yes.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Patel from the south end.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Absolutely nailed it.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it. That was a pretty wild delivery. Lost all control.
Yes. That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. Yeah. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Ahmed takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries.
Yeah.
Couldn't have played that any better.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yeah.
Brilliant shot, that.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
166.
Yeah.
And that marks the
Extremely comfortable win. Just brilliant on so many levels. You can't compete with that level of skill they showed. It was a masterclass.
Well, that was a really one-sided contest. The result never looking in doubt at all. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. See you again soon.